Hi, in this fundamentals video we're going to be looking at our Bin Choi strike. So this fist can be used, or this strike can be used as a block or a strike, like many of our techniques in Chaga Kung Fu. So we're looking at an action which strikes from our center line outwards. So this fist finishes in a position where we're extended out from our shoulder. We have a height which is equal to about our eyebrow height with our thumb or fingers, or just a bit higher. And you see this angle of the fist. So it's not flat, it's certainly angled up so that we're striking at our eye height. But the most important thing about that action as well, you'll see from here that as I execute, the forearm and arm are going to block as I move through that action. So you see I'm clearing here as I'm striking, which again is a very important concept in our system of Kung Fu, so that whenever we're striking, we're also covering certain holes or certain areas, right? So whenever you strike, move, or do any action, you're always leaving a hole somewhere. So I have a video in Sifu Says which talks about the actions in Kung Fu and how they cover the different holes that are created when we move and when we perform certain actions, and why our Kung Fu is designed the way it is. So check that video out too. Alright, so from here we have that outward striking action. I clear through. Again, the wrist is straight, not bent. I'm striking with the knuckles first if I can, depending on the range of where the person is. I'm also not extending my arms straight. I always have that slight bend. There's many reasons for this. One is not hurting your elbow when you lock it out all the time. Two is if someone grabs that and your arm's straight, then you can easily be pulled off balance, where if it's slightly bent, you can resist more easily, okay? So the Bin Choi power comes from a retraction of the scapula, the rhomboids, the traps are involved as well, the rear deltoid as well, and we're opening up our chest. So we're literally thrusting the chest forward, contracting, pulling the shoulder blades in, and getting that action and power from that motion. So you'll see that even though I'm striking with one hand, I'm using that action. Now, instructor disclaimer, you do not want to go trying to put full power into this technique straight away. Slowly build up getting the action so your muscles and your skeleton, the bones, can get used to the movement so that you don't hurt yourself. As you do it, striking out, pulling, chest comes forward, scapula, fold back. It's like you're putting your wings back. Like so. That was a bit low, that one. Bang, up high like that. Whack. You'll see that my chest moves forward, scapula pull back. So slowly blocking and striking here, fast, pull back and hit. So you can also add the whip to this technique as well. So that was the chest and the scapula. Now we have the shoulder, elbow, wrist. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. This way. That way. I'm trying to do it without the back now to show you the individual parts. Shoulder, elbow, wrist. The whip part. The whip of the arm. Now together we have both. Whipping out. Whipping and striking. Up like that. So you're trying to add those two power generation techniques into the one action. Opening the chest, extending forward. Shoulder blades pull back, plus that whipping action of the arm. You'll feel that across the chest, into the arms. You'll also feel it in the rhomboids and the traps. So take it easy, do it slowly, get it really good before you go trying to bust it out too much. So from the front once more, you have the chest coming forward, retraction of the scapula, but then you also have the whip, whip, whip of the arm, and then together, whack, whack, like that. With the whack if you want to. Sound effects make Kung Fu way better. So fast, like like that. So you have those two actions working together. See you in the next video.